Trial consultant Dina Sayeghdal. Dina, great to see you. So Randolph, I'll start with you. He was sentenced to death after that first conviction, but after the sentence was reversed and it was overturned, they're not seeking the death penalty this second time around because of his age. What do you think about that?
Well, he's 68 years old. In the first trial, he was 6 years ago. So he's definitely aged a bit. And there's quite a bit of factors that go into whether or not a prosecutor is going to seek the death penalty. The death penalty is used for a deterrent. It's also punishment. Obviously, the older he is, well, the less that punishment really matters, because he will end up serving, he will die relatively soon, or sooner than a younger person will in jail. And the death penalty costs the taxpayers quite a bit of money, with the appeals he'll be entitled to, being on death row, and the execution himself. And so all of those factors a prosecutor looks into when they do seek the death penalty. So being his age, it makes sense.
It is interesting, Dina, that Ford can't explain how the car caught fire. Is that a problem for him?
I think it is a problem. I mean, obviously he, admits to the fact that he was driving the car, but doesn't know why it caught fire. So it questions kind of his credibility, because who else would just come upon this car and, spontaneously put it on fire, right? It sounds like somebody who's trying to hide evidence. But I agree with Brian, when your prosecution's own medical examiner is unable to determine the cause of death, it's very problematic to go over it, even if you think he's lying. Like you said, he already was charged with concealing evidence regarding the car. It's the murder. And if you can't even say if it's suicide or murder, the detail of that he doesn't know how the car caught on fire is problematic, but may not be enough to get a murder conviction.